Hi, beautiful yogis. This flow class, or vinyasa, is going to be a really soft and gentle practice. It's a little short practice as well, so whether it's first thing in the morning and you just want to kind of ease into your body, or whether it's sometime during the day that you just need a little bit of a soft, gentle movement, something nourishing for the body, then this is a practice for you. And today I am at Pegasus Bay, which is this beautiful bay, just a little north of Christchurch, in the Canterbury area. So for this practice, you might want to have a couple of blocks for stability. You might want to have a towel or a blanket to sit on or to place under the knees as we move through this practice. So just gather up what you need to make yourself comfortable. And we're going to start in a little child's pose. So coming down to the mat, and we'll take child's pose. If that doesn't work for you, then just find a seated position, whether it's on the mat or up on a chair. Just something that will be nice and comfortable for you to start your day or this practice. So, child's pose, we're going to flick the feet around to the back, pointing the toes back. Have your props close by. So, if child's pose doesn't work for you, the alternative pose is a seated child's pose. So this is the alternative. Seated, feet on the ground, any distance with the feet from the sit bones. You can round down with the head and keep the head lifted. So this is an alternative if child's pose is too strong on the ankles, knees, or even the legs or hips. Otherwise, for child's pose, you can decide whether you want to take a wide-kneed child's pose, so that's toes together, knees as wide as the mat, or you could have the knees together and the toes together. So just feel what's good for you. Just ease in, have a little wiggle of the hips, and come to rest down. You could have the elbows down, you could hang the head, you could have support under the forehead, you could just arrange the arms however it's nice. So just kind of ease into this kind of gentle starting pose. Wherever you're at, just take a nice big breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the mouth or the nose. And we'll take 3 breaths here. And feel that you can draw the attention within. So as you inhale, bring the breath in, that new breath, that new prana, that energy. Draw it deep into the body. And as you exhale, just soften the body, maybe the mind, lengthen the breath. 2 more big breaths like that. Filling up the body, but taking the attention within, just noticing how the body feels in this moment. Take 1 more breath. Beautiful. So just kind of centering, grounding, landing, connecting. From here, as you breathe in, let's take the hands back, walk them back. We're going to come up to find a seated position. So again, if you have a preferred seated position, then take that. I'm going to be just resting my sit bones on my heels, but you could be sit up on a cushion or a block with the sit bones. If you really want to, take a little toe stretch. You could just tuck the toes under. This is a really nice way just to bring a little bit more energy to the body. It's going to kind of invigorate and energize the body, which can be nice, like I said, if you're doing this practice kind of first thing in the morning, or if you need that little boost during the day. But whatever position feels good, you can always release the toes halfway. And we're just going to start to move into the joints. So from here, and take the hands out in front with the palms together. And bring the hands to the heart. Just take 1 breath here. And then from here, we're going to start to move the hands and the arms. This is circling into the wrists and into the elbows. So you're going to move your hands away, take the backs of the palms together, and then draw the backs of the hands, keeping them together, fingertips touch into the body, and then move the hands away. Palms touch, backs of the hands touch, pull the fingertips into the body, move the fingers away, palms touch, backs of the hands touch, or any movement that feels good. So this is like circling into the wrists. If it doesn't work, then just take that movement with the hands separate, getting into the, like I said, hands, wrists, shoulders, even a little bit. And then just reverse that movement. So bring the fingers in, out. Just any kind of movement circling into the wrists. Feeling this in the arms, elbows, shoulders. Beautiful. And then from here, release the arms down. I'm going to take some rolls of the shoulders. If you are in your toe stretch, you can release from that if it feels better. Just big rolls. Change direction. And take the arms and move them as little or as kind of as much as you want. And then release the arms, maybe shake out a little bit. And then just a couple of movements with the neck. So inhale, lengthen the spine, the neck. Exhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder. Take a big breath in here. So you're stretching out the left side of the neck. Exhale, chin to the chest. We're going to take some half head rolls. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. So just half rolls. So with the next exhale, the chin comes down to the chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Lean back a little bit if you wish. Just continue a few breaths. So no full head rolls or neck circles, whatever you want to call them. Just little half ones. You can still kind of lift the head to the sky. Stretch out a little bit into the front of the neck. Beautiful. And the next time the head comes to center, so the chin down to the chest, just inhale, lift the head, maybe roll the shoulders again. I'm going to flick the feet out in front. So bringing the feet out in front of the body, have the feet nice and wide. I'm going to take a little stir of the pot. Now you could have your knees bent or you could have your legs straight, whatever feels best. Take the hands, interlace them, take the hands and reach in for that left leg, left foot. Big breath in as you reach to the right foot and then come around. So this is a beautiful way to kind of wake up the body, start to move. And like I said, whether it's that you're just kind of waking up, starting your day, or whether you've been maybe a little bit more stagnant, seated for some time. You can go as far out to the sides, take some big twists here if you wish. So we're lubricating into the shoulders, the spine. Next time your hands come to that left foot, just rest them there. Shake out the hands. Interlace the hands again, maybe change the interlace, the other thumbs on top. Hands to that right leg, right side. Big breath in as you reach forwards to then go to the left. If you want to wake up your abdominals and lean back a little bit more, you can do this with relaxed legs or firm legs, whatever feels good. If you firm up the legs, you're going to start to feel the hamstrings and the quads and just the legs, the feet, the toes in general just start to wake up. And go as slow as you want, moving with the breath. So bend up the knees if that's better for the back. Let's take one more. Big circle. Beautiful. And then bringing the hands to that right side, releasing, shaking. So now just a nice little gentle twist. Lean into the hands, bend the knees, feet on the edges of the mat. You can sink into the hands and the shoulders if you wish, or you can stay more lifted, your choice. Take a breath in. Now, if you're pregnant, you're not going to take this twist. You can just maybe stay here, move a little bit. Otherwise, as you exhale, your knees roll to the right, but your feet stay on the edges of the mat. Inhale back up to center. If you're pregnant, maybe without twisting the torso, you could still take this little movement into the hips. And if you're not pregnant and you want to twist, then as your knees come up to center, as you exhale the knees to the right, turn and look over your left shoulder, lift the heart even, back to center. So very conscious movements, just gentle movements. And then coming back to center. Stretch out the legs, give the legs a little shake and a bounce. I'm going to flick the feet to one side and come up to hands and knees. So from here, take a few cat-cows. Again, you could tuck the toes if you want. That's going to bring more energy to the body, or you can have the feet flat. So press down through the hands, wrists beneath the shoulders, press down with the knees and the feet. The knees are beneath the hips. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the front body. And you have a little wiggle here if you want. Kind of shake your tailbone. Exhale as you round the spine, pull the chin into the chest, push the mat away with the hands and the feet. Take 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, the shoulders roll down the back. They slide down, the neck is long. Exhale, round the spine. 1 more breath here. So wiggle accordingly. Beautiful. And then from here, toes can be tucked or flat. Flat may be a little bit better as we come up. We're going to reach the hands to the sky. Lift the heart, press down, draw in through the navel. So navel towards the spine. Exhale, come down, and we're reaching the hands all the way back and just kind of hovering. The head can hover, or the head can go down to the mat. Press down with the feet, lift up. This is going to gently start to wake up the abdominals as we don't use the hands. Next time you exhale, bring the hands down. Keep your left hand planted. Inhale, reach the right hand to the sky. So it's a moving thread the needle. Exhale, take the right hand, wrap it around behind the left arm. Right hand touching that left shoulder. You can dip the right shoulder. You look down, sideways or up. 2 more little twists like this. Just again, awakening the spine. Usually we inhale to open and exhale to kind of close or twist. Bring the hand down. Right hand presses into the mat. Inhale, lift the left hand up. We'll take that moving thread the needle on the other side. It's a little hug. And placing that left hand down. Beautiful. From here, tuck the toes under. We're going to move the hips back to the heels. Have a little shake here. And we're going to make our way up to downward facing dog. So lifting the hips, especially if this is your first down dog, just pedal out the feet, bend the knees. You can swing the hips if that's nice. Just move. Again, however feels good. You can even press into the top of the foot. 1 foot at a time. Beautiful. And then place the knees down. I'm just going to take a hip circle, 1 circle both in either direction. So lift your right foot back, right knee back and up. Just 1 big circle with that right leg. Change direction, so it doesn't really matter which way you go, as long as you go both directions. Place the right knee down. Move that left foot and knee back and up. Forwards and down, reverse the direction, just kind of mobilizing, lubricating the hip joints. Beautiful. From here, tuck the toes, reach the sit bones back to the heels, bow the head, downwards facing dog, and just slowly walk the feet. Take this opportunity to take little steps and swing the hips, stretching out the legs. I'm going to come up to the front of the mat. Feet can be together or apart. Apart's normally a little better for stability. And as you inhale, next inhale, the hands can be on the ground or they slide up, and we're lifting the shoulders, opening the heart, stretching through the spine. Exhale, fold down, and probably a little bend in the knees. Shake out the head. We'll take 2 more like that. Inhale to lift up, roll the shoulders back even more. Exhale to fold. Maybe the knees stay bent, maybe they start to straighten a little bit more with each breath, each flow. As you finish your exhale, we're going to press into the feet, a little bend in the knees, stay looking down at the mat, reach the hands up as you kind of roll up through the spine. When you feel ready, you can lift the head, even gaze up to the hands. And from here, exhale, a little side bend to the right. Hands can be separate or apart, or together. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Again to the right. Push down with the left foot, push the hips to the left. One more each side. You can even press that left hand into the right hand as you bend to the right. Coming back to center, open the hands, gaze up if it feels good. Exhale, come into your forward fold, rolling down your forward fold or your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. We're going to step the left foot back as far as it goes. Now you could keep it lifted, but this is a gentle flow, so maybe just have the knee on the ground. And this is where you can have the padding under the knee. Push down through the feet, make sure they're hip width. Inhale, lift with the hands. Exhale, pulse, just to start to move into the hips, especially that left front hip. Inhale to come up. Exhale to pulse down, always keeping the knee aligned above the heel. Exhaling again, this time bringing the hands down. From here, stay as you are with the feet. The left hand's going to stay on the ground. It could be on a block if you need it to. Inhale, reach the right hand to the sky. Again, nice little twist. Open the heart. Exhale, just release that right hand down or even hug the body again. 2 more little twists. Beautiful. Exhaling the hands to the ground. From here, tuck the back toes. Now you could bring both knees to the ground. Right knee comes back to join the left one, or you could lift the left knee, come to your plank with a breath in. Exhale, both knees touch the mat again. As you bend the elbows, the chest touches the mat. Point the toes back, pull the hands down and back, shoulders as well. Inhale to lift your little cobra. Exhale to come down. Take 2 more little moving cobras. Strong legs. Only come up as far as it feels good. And from here, tuck the toes. Make your way up with the hips, back to the heels. And down dog. And then just slowly walking the feet up to the front. You can take a bigger step if you wish. Flat back, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. We're going to go straight into that on the other side. So the right leg comes back. Reach it back. Softer option to bring the knee to the ground. Bring this left ankle under the left knee. Press down with the feet. Inhale, lift. Reach for the sky. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale to sink into the hips. 2 more breaths. Hands come down at the end of that exhalation. Beautiful. From here, just check that you're nice and stable. Right hand comes down, maybe on a block. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale it down. Maybe that little kind of hug. 2 more breaths. You can open as much as it feels good. Should be feeling a little bit more limber. Beautiful. Plant the hand down. You can either bring both knees to the ground straight away or come to your plank with that breath in. Just hold it for 1 breath. Knees can be down or up. Big breath in. Exhale, knees to the ground and the rest of the body to the ground. So here you could take a few of those moving cobras as we did, pushing the hands and feet down, lifting and lowering, or Reach back, lift everything up, the breath in. For a locust pose, exhale down. Take one more breath. Plant the hands down, tuck the toes, lift up with the hips. As you walk the knees forwards, bring the toes into the midline, knees wide. Sink the sit bones back. We'll just come to a child's pose, any variation with the upper body. Take a couple of breaths here. And then with your next breath in, just slowly start to lift up. We're going to slide the hips to one side, stretch the legs out in front. From here, I'm just going to come to rest onto the back. Have the hands where it feels good. Have the feet as wide as the mat. And you can have the arms out to the sides if you wish. We're just going to gently kind of windscreen wiper the legs again. So the feet stay wide, knees roll to the right and up and to the left and back up. Just take a couple more movements. And the next time your legs release to the left, just bring them up to center. If you want to hug the knees into the chest, then do. You can take a few moments just with the feet on the ground, hands where it feels comfortable. You could stretch out the feet to come to a Shavasana if you like, or you could also just come to sit up. Just find the best option for you. Just take a few moments here. Again, use the breath just to connect a little bit more within. And slowly just starting to deepen the breath once more. Starting to move the body. Have a big stretch if you wish, hands up above the head. Sort of bring the arms down, bring the feet to the floor. If you want to hug the knees into the chest, then do. So if you're pregnant, just roll to the left. If you're not pregnant, you can roll to the right for a softer option, or to the left if you want a little more energy. Just pause for one breath. And then slowly starting to come up, finding a nice, comfortable position, seated. A moment here, one big breath. And then with your next inhale, reach the hands out and up. Let's bring the hands either apart or together above the head at the top of the inhale. Exhale to bring the hands down to the heart. Inhale to lift the heart. And exhale to bow your head to your heart. And resting the hands back onto the legs, slowly lifting the head and blinking the eyes open. And namaste. So beautiful yogis, I hope you enjoyed that. Just soft, soothing, gentle, but also really nourishing practice. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel of Anita Smith Yoga. AnitaSmithYoga.com is your online guide to yoga and wellness, with practices that are safe, accessible and informative, and are filmed in beautiful New Zealand. On the website you'll find the practice you need. We offer various styles of yoga, qigong, meditation and more. Or choose a focus, for example, a class to strengthen your back, or a class to help you rest and restore, or maybe a class to help boost your energy. Classes range from 2 minutes to over an hour. We also guide you through your yoga journey with weekly class suggestions, monthly themes and wellness programs. Head over to anitasmithyoga.com and start your free trial. When you sign up, you get immediate unlimited access to our library of advert-free videos. So go on and join our community of yogis from around the world. Go to anitasmithyoga.com and start your free trial now.